From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the first ever USA Rock, Paper, Scissors League Championship. The country's top hand sports savants have converged here at the House of Blues, where one elite athlete will throw his or her way to $50,000 and rock, paper, scissors immortality. And now your host, Dave Attell.
Hi, I'm Dave Attell, and I will be your host for the first ever USA Rock, Paper, Scissors League Championship, sponsored by Bud Light. This is a real sport, and the winner gets real cash. There's a $50,000 first prize here. That's right, 50 large to the best rock, paper, scissors player in the country. Wait, it gets better. I'd like you all to meet a couple of friends of mine, the girls of RPS, AKA Rock, Paper, and Scissors. Let's bring them out. Brandy Rock Roderick. Look at that. Nicole Paper Pulliam. And Alejandra Scissors Gutierrez. Sweet. We've got a full menu tonight. RPS, 50 grand. Hot ladies. Not to mention, we'll also be giving away a brand new 2007 Toyota Yaris. And if you think rock, paper, scissors is all chance, you've got a lot to learn. It takes skill, strategy, stamina, and lots more. Here to tell you about it is the man doing the play-by-play. I'd like you all to meet my buddy, Sal Masakela. Sal!
Thanks, Dave. The atmosphere tonight is so intense, you could literally cut the tension with scissors. The country's been waiting for an event like this, really, since the invention of hands. And while everyone can play rock, paper, scissors, few can dominate it. Like our color commentator, once the top-ranked player in the U.S., now retired, Master Rochambeau.
Sal, the game, of course, has been played for millions of years, but never before has there been a sanctioned and competitive body in the civilized world. Finally, the USARPS League will crown a new champion, initiating a new breed of athlete to make all Americans proud, as well as to unite our very polarized nation. Only the top athletes are here tonight, and you're going to see some cutting-edge and unprecedented play.
We've got 257 competitors tonight, and they're all ready to throw down.
Before the action commences, I need to make sure you understand our rules and regulations. We've traveled the world looking at how different cultures play this mystical game. And now, like Moses giving the Torah to the Jews at Mount Sinai, here are the official rules of rock, paper, scissors. Rock crushes scissors. Scissors cut paper, and paper covers rock. Now, paper may be delivered palm down or palm up, which we call serving the subpoena. Our referees will not tolerate any heretical throws like live long and prosper or Wasaid or I've got your nose. The only way to pump a recognized throw is thusly 1, 2, 3, and then deliver the throw. It's Rochambeau shoot. None of this 1, 2, shoot bullshit. And finally, the best 2 out of 3 throws wins a set. The best 2 out of 3 sets wins the match. And now that you know the rules, let's watch.
257 fists are flying as round 1 has officially begun. This is a single elimination tournament. Lose once and you're out. But before we witness the Rochambeau-nanza, let's delve into the mind and heart of one of tonight's tremendous athletes, John Dickey.
To tell my story of RPS, it literally takes place probably about 5 years ago. I married my high school sweetheart. We moved up to South Carolina to help out with my father around the house. He eventually passed away roughly 3 years after we lived there, and my wife gave birth to my son. All of her family was from our hometown of Tuscaloosa. She decided that she had enough and that she moved to Alabama. Being the loving husband that I am, I had to go. We moved into the trailer that her mom provided for us that was so dilapidated. I've already fallen through the floor twice. My wife has fallen through the floor once. If I win the $50,000 from the RPS tournament, I'm going to buy my family a house so that we don't have to worry about falling through the floors anymore.
Now let's see John Dickey lock horns with Mikey the Twig Urich. Match is tied at 1 set apiece. John's a long way from his trailer park in Alabama, hoping to get his life on solid ground.
A lot of our players are in costume tonight, Sal. John, for some reason, came dressed as Flavor Flav.
I would have gone with Thor at Mardi Gras, but John is focused. Here from a trailer of blues to the House of Blues. Scissors slices paper and the Alabamans in trouble.
It'll be sad to see John go, but that's the harsh reality of rock, paper, scissors.
But John battles back with a crisp sheet of paper. A gutsy play by Dickey. He needs this next point or his dream will be crushed. This is it. See Dickey throw. See Dickey win with rock. We call that an Alabama slammer. Dickey and his oversized beads are moving on to the round of 128. What a story.
John is certainly one to watch tonight, but he's not the only RPS strategist in this field. Let's get a grasp of some of the other contenders, and you'll see there's more to them than meets the fist. Like attorney Jenny Hillman, who's up next.
I've come to learn that I'm a primer. I like to force the count, and I like to be in charge of the game. You don't know what you're throwing because I'm telling you what you're going to throw, and what you're going to throw, it's not going to win because I'm going to win.
And our lawyer Jenny's down there in an intense battle, tied one set apiece with cheermail Thomas Altman.
Listen to her force the count. She wasn't lying.
1, 2, 3.
Jenny takes the point with paper, and look at her rub it in his face.
Oh, wait, but there's controversy, Sal. Spartan Boy is appealing. He thinks she's guilty of an illegal throw. We can do that. Her throw is a bit angled, but she straightens it out in time. That warrants another look. A good call from the ref, but that's bad form there, grabbing his hand.
A lawyer showing bad form? That is shocking. She's brought her New York state of mind to this match. They really don't like each other. And the SNL wannabe evens it up with rock. Winner of the next throw moves on. And Thomas cuts down the lawyer and lets her know about it. We'll see him, her, I don't know, in the round of 128.
That's right, Spartans are here to rule, baby. I just lost the ugliest man in there. Go home.
Up next, we'll see South Carolinian Greg the Goose Gaines.
My strategy is a strategy on strategy on strategy. It changes from round to round. My whole game is countering. Counter, counter, counter. It just comes natural, I guess. I'm just that good.
Let's see if the Goose is that good as we check in on his first match tonight. Already up, 1-0.
Pressure's on Dwayne here. Greg has talked the talk, but Dwayne rocks the rock for the point. Greg gives him props and ponders how he will counter, counter, counter. And yeah, he's got it. Dwayne ties it up with slick paper. You know, Greg not only looking to become the first USARPS League champ, but the first African-American USARPS League champ. That rock gives him the lead.
He works at Hooters. This man sees rocks every day.
Game point for Greg. It is a pressure cooker down there. And Greg wins with scissors. Greg's a cut above the rest on this historic night, and he is in it to win it. Or he thinks it's strip RPS, but we'll see him in round 2 with his dad by his side, both with our tableside reporter, Leanne Tweeden.
Now, do you think there's a little advantage to having your dad here helping you? You're his coach, his mentor. You're telling him what to do. You're giving him the shoulder rubs, aren't you?
It's got to be an advantage because I grew up with this game. Whoa, yeah.
George and Greg, I hope you guys go all the way.
All the way.
We'll follow their heartwarming story and many others as the drama continues to unfold like paper when the USA Rock, Paper, Scissors League Championships returns after this.
The Master. This is the most accomplished fist in rock, paper, scissors history. You want to dominate like me? Listen up, one time only, as I reveal my secrets. The secrets of a rock, paper, scissors master. Always release your throw at the last possible second. Revealing your throw early is telegraphing, also known as the Western Union. This is a sure sign of an amateur as well as a losing player.
Rock. Rock is hard, and it can break a window. Rock is music to my ears. The Rock is an actor / wrestler. Rock is power, and I am rock, rock, rock.
Welcome back to the USA Rock, Paper, Scissors League Championships. 2 players have been randomly selected and are about to play the longest match in the history of rock, paper, scissors. Can you believe it? 500 throws, people. Never done before. The winner will drive away in a brand new 2007 Toyota Yaris. Nice. The players who will be battling all night for the car are Jason Wood. Where is he? And Lynn Tuccio. Lynn. Jason, Lynn, head over to the Toyota Rock, Paper, Scissors Arena, and we'll check in with you soon.
We flew in players from all walks of life. Some of them had never even seen an airplane. Others hadn't even flown first class. But anyone can play rock, paper, scissors. All you need is a hand and a wrist and an arm. It's the only sport that humans come equipped to play at birth. Rock, paper, scissors is immaculate. It's the game of the people.
Christina Hartman, and I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I am a pharmaceutical sales rep. My parents are farmers, and I'd love to help them out. Every year my dad buys about 200 to 300 head of cattle. I'd love to be a part of that for once and actually be able to contribute to that and be able to say that I am a legitimate farmer instead of just being the daughter of a farmer. I'm a member of Mensa, and Mensa is an international high IQ society. My IQ has been tested as high as 172. I think that being intelligent in this game plays a big part because I think that this game is only as complex as the mind of your opponent.
Let's see how complex her opponent's mind is. Christina Red Rock Hartman tied one set apiece with Rob Gorey. Roche, just how important is intelligence to being an elite player?
Well, Sal, that debate's been going on for decades. I mean, Einstein was a great RPS player, then again, so is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Good point. And Christina falls behind with scissors. But look at that. I think she's got Rob all figured out. If she doesn't, it's back to Kansas for Miss Mensa. She wins with rock.
You know, she used to play chess, but she wanted something a little more challenging.
Match point here. And a brilliant scissors. Christina tears up his paper and his heart. It's cowgirl up to the third round.
I bet the farm on Red Rock.
To the beginner, the choices are few. To the expert, the choices are many. And I've been playing this game for a very, very long time, and I consider myself an expert.
Know your opponent, inside and out. Beginners are very predictable, and they usually throw rock. Always take advantage of that. On the other hand, women typically open with scissors 53% of the time. If a woman has short hair, that number shoots up to 68%.
Roche, my friend, you really know your RPS, but nobody knows the sport quite like the historians at the USA Rock, Paper, Scissors League. They've done extensive research into the origins of the game, and they have compiled an informative, educational animated piece that will be easily digested by the masses.
It all began over 6 million years ago in East Africa when prehistoric man finally became bipedal. Best utilizing this adaptation, Earth's oldest sport was born. First known as rock, 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 matches either ended in a tie or death from exhaustion. As evolution led to advanced technologies, the game took on many new identities. Rock tablet spear was all the rage in the caves. Then came rock papyrus knife. And finally, the modern game of rock, paper, scissors. True historians know RPS got national attention when David threw rock to take down Goliath, who went with scissors, naturally. Fast forward to the American Revolution, aptly named as it revolutionized the sport and lent it a new nickname, thanks to the heroism of General Count de Rochambeau. In 1781, Rochambeau threw down against British General Lord Cornwallis. With the future of America at stake, Rochambeau used sheer brilliance to cut down the Brits' paper. 2 years later, the Count smothered the King of England with 3 straight papers, forcing him to sign a 4th, the Treaty of Paris. An American hero, Rochambeau's name would forever be linked to rock, paper, scissors. In January 2006, the inception of the USA Rock, Paper, Scissors League marked a new era in the sport that has shaped the nation for millennia. Rock, paper, scissors, and America go hand in hand. Rock, paper, scissors. 3 symbols, a world of possibilities.
It's important to know your roots. Our historians and animators worked hard to give you a sense of where this noble sport began. But for me, it's about connecting the historic strands of DNA with today's great matchups. As you watch the following footage, see if you can feel the presence of those ingenious cavemen throwing rock for the very first time. I know I can.
Let's check out another top female contender, Lacey Scissorhands taking on Richard Stonewells.
Sal, I talked to Lacey earlier. She claims guys are simple-minded and easy to read.
And indeed, she takes the upper hand as paper suffocates rock, both players cradling the pump, and Stonewells true to form with another rock tying it up. Look at the intensity in the eyes. Well, his eyes, you can't really see hers. And Lacey covers rock again.
3 straight rocks. We call that a caveman.
Lacey needs one more set to move on. Could Richard dare throw a 4th straight rock? Indeed he does, and Lacey takes advantage.
He's either using the rolling rock theory or the man's got no fingers.
No surprise, it's rock. Scissorhands reams him with 4 papers. papers.
Just because her name is Scissors Hands don't mean she's throwing them. She's truly an RPS connoisseur.
That's the way I roll, buddy. That's the way I roll. Rock, paper, scissors. I mean, how can you define it? It's spiritual, it's physical, it's mental. It's so many things rolled into one. It's hard to define, really.
And up next, it's Oregon's Amber Klarfeld. She's found her way here from a hard-knock life on the streets. And that's a hard rock for the point.
You can clearly see the edgy street style in her game tonight. And with paper, Amber takes the first set. She's extremely tough.
Scissors cut paper. Amber, a former child runaway, is running away with this one. And with that paper, Amber writes another chapter in her attempt to turn her life around. This is a great story in the making.
If I would have thrown something different on the last match, my whole future would be different than it is right now. I'm just amazed, I'm excited, I'm nervous, there's no words to describe how I am right now.
RPS is like that. It can leave you speechless.
Now let's check in with John Dickey, our Flavor Flav lookalike from Alabama. He's still fighting tooth and nail, but Russell the Muscle takes the first set with scissors.
John's hoping to get one step closer to fixing the floor in his trailer, but he's the trailer here.
The 24-year-old father with so much on the line, rock steady as always. The Muscle deals him a devastating rock.
John is on shaky ground here. John, the family man, the true American, I don't know, hero?
And his rock smothered like his dream. Not the last we'll hear of John Dickey because he's with Leanne now.
I'm sorry to say I just found out you got kicked out of the tournament.
Yeah, you know, it happened a lot sooner than I thought it would. I got a little overeager. I feel next year that I'll be in a much better spot. And next year, I guarantee you'll see me back here.
Like Dickey's dream, records are being shattered all over. Just a moment ago, Golden Groves and Jason Fat Albers made history with the longest run of ties ever. Check this out. This is match point. There's a paper tie. They're on the same wavelength. That's their second tie, like playing a mirror. A rock tie.
You know they're tiring, Sal. Rock is already formed to begin with. Another rock tie. Crazy.
Great minds think alike.
It's still match point after 6 straight ties. Another rock tie. This is epic. Rock, rock again. 8 in a row. Who will break first? And there it is. Golden Groves cuts the string with scissors, and that's an instant classic.
It came down to the wire, but I took it. I took it in the end. I'm going to take it all the way because I'm a champ. I knew I was born for something. This is it.
Let's go from the most ties ever to the most throws ever at the Toyota Arena. It's Lynn, Queen of the Night, Tuccio versus Jason, King of the Morning Wood. Their record-breaking best of 500 marathon is underway. One will win a Toyota Yaris. Both will be sore in the morning.
500 throws, that's 2,000 pumps. We've got paramedics standing by. This is truly an athletic feat, but with hands.
Who will have the hand stamina to get to 250 first? We'll check back in later.
Paper is money. Paper cuts hurt. You may even require a Band-Aid. You can fold a piece of paper into a tiny crane. They call it origami. However, you can't fold a crane into a piece of paper. I am paper. Paper. Paper.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute rock, paper, scissors players everywhere.
Rock, paper, scissors players everywhere.
You said rock, paper, scissors, and they said silly. But $50,000 wiped that smile right off their face.
Look who's laughing in Las Vegas.
The same wrist movement you use to lift a Bud Light or entertain yourself at night with the remote control can make you a champion.
I'm crazy traded.
Rock beats scissors, scissors beats paper, paper beats rock, and a free trip to the strip beats all.
Already winners.
Good fun, because it doesn't take a genius to win.
USA rock, paper, scissors.
Welcome back to the first ever USA Rock, Paper, Scissors League Championships from the House of Blues in beautiful Las Vegas. We are losing players left and right, left-handed and right-handed. Only a handful remain vying for the $50,000 prize. So let's hit the tables and get back to the action.
Up first is veteran Robert Fast Twitch Twitchell against newcomer Matt Double Fister Killebrew, match tied at a set apiece.
Twitchell's in construction, so his hands have been through the ringer, and there's a robust rock for Robert. Gotta love it. I think Matt is unaware who he's up against, but he stays alive there and doesn't even drop a beer.
Sal, I want you to watch Twitchell's form here. He is the prototypical player.
And Twitchell takes it. A thing of beauty. We'll see him again on the main stage for the Super 16. And as Twitchell soaks it in, let's check in on another round of 32 match. It's our friend from South Kakalaka, Greg the Goose Gaines, squaring off against Chris the Claw Clemmer.
Now, Greg is already down a set. The odds are stacked against the Hooters manager, but he is the master of countering.
Greg's rock loses. The Goose is just one throw from flying home to South Carolina in need of a furious comeback. And Greg's off the schneid there. Greg scanning his mental playbook again. Paper tie like a baseball player fouling off strike 3. He digs in again. And that's it. Paper covers rock, and Greg the Goose Gaines is done. But hey, the guy still works at Hooters. He'll be all right.
We've seen these players pump and throw their way to victory. Let's meet one of them now.
My story starts off in a pretty normal way with a normal family, a really well-adjusted child. And as I get older, I start to kind of go off that path. Small things start to happen, stealing cars and robbing houses, just all kinds of things that to me are normal things that you do as a teenager, running away and staying away for months at a time, things like that. The biggest thing I owe rock, paper, scissors to is that while I was on the streets, the situations that I faced were very psychological. I had to anticipate what people were going to do and react to that before it happened to keep myself safe. There was actually one time where I was on the streets, and it was kind of interesting because there'd be 3 or 4 people kind of spanging, which means asking for spare change. And there was a time where we had enough money to get 1 meal from McDonald's, and we had all been spanging as a group. We settled it with rock, paper, scissors, and I won, and I got to eat. That day, I got to eat because of rock, paper, scissors.
And Amber Cordes Flarfeld matches up here against Adam Stripe Smurf Priestwood.
Sal, you gotta love her story. RPS is so underrated when it comes to rehabilitation.
The Stripe Smurf takes that point with his signature sliding throw. And he shoots a scissors to take that set. Amber looking for change again, this time in score, but Rock wins. Amber's in trouble again. And that's it. It's a clean sweep.
But wait a second. I think Amber tried some sleight of hand there.
What are you talking about?
Controversy's looming here. Let's roll the replay. She throws paper, but as the ref turns away, she morphs it to rock.
Unbelievable. That may fly in the streets, but it will not here. A somber conclusion to Amber's journey. And now let's put Amber behind us and move on to Nebraska's Dave McGill, a wholesome American who's been waiting for this day his entire life.
Winning this tournament will just kind of, I think it'll change my life for the better because everywhere I go, people will know, as I've known for years, that I am the rock, paper, scissors champion of the United States of America. I just want to be in shape for the tournament. You know, there's a lot of adversity in something like this. I like to go with free weights a little bit, nothing too heavy, just kind of keep myself in shape. I usually work out with both hands, you know, so if anything should happen to my right hand, I want to be able to play left-handed. I think where I excel that most people don't is I don't get flustered in the tournament pressure. I saw a lot of people buckle in the local tournament that way, but that's not going to happen to me.
We'll see if it does as Dave the Drill McGill squares off against Carl Tiny Kirchner. Carl's got the height advantage. That may hurt Dave's chances, but he rolls rock to go ahead.
McGill's a 30-year-old college sophomore from Omaha, and he thrusts scissors to take set 1.
I really hope he started late. Either way, he's taking Carl to school here with the textbook paper. 1 more point and Dave moves on. McGill is armed and ready to throw. And that's a rock, and that's a straight set win for the Drill McGill. All the training pays off. He's in the Super 16.
Implanting a mental image into the mind of my opponent is a surefire way to RPS victory. I use an ancient Hindu technique known as subliminal advertising. When I'm facing off against an opponent, I will pepper my speech with such phrases as, "Hey, did you see the scissors on that chick?" Or, "That lime green hat of yours really rocks." Or, "You sound foreign. Can I see your papers?" 63% of the time, most players will throw exactly what they've heard.
Thanks, Roche.
No problem.
Back to the action. It's Lacey Scissorhands against Jason Iron Fist Cardwell. She's been mowing guys down all night, but she trails by a set here. Stops the bleeding with scissors, ironically enough. And she stays true to name with a pair of winning scissors. Somewhere, Edward is proud.
There's her cut, man, keeping her hydrated. This game takes incredible stamina.
Cardwell is a Texas kitchen manager, and he serves a fresh rock for the lead. Lacey prefers playing guys, but Cardwell is tough. And Lacey evens it up. It's too bad someone's got to lose, especially the loser. And it's Lacey as Iron Fist Cardwell uses scissors to slice Scissorhands. He'll be on the main stage for the Super 16. She's going back to Oklahoma sooner than she hoped. Stay strong, Lacey. Stay strong. And let's check in on the Toyota Arena for the longest rock, paper, scissors match of all time. Queen of the Night Tuccio versus King of the Morning Wood. And Wood is making a stiff comeback. He's no stranger to pressure-packed televised matches. After winning the Sarasota Regional, he was challenged by MSNBC's Tucker Carlson.
3, shoot. You beat me. I'm impressed.
But will he have similar success here for the car?
Lynn has a slight lead, but it looks like she's tiring. An elbow cramp here could be devastating. They'll keep throwing while we check out another match.
Crowd favorite Christina Red Rock Hartman against Scott Superman Macy. This is classic brains versus brawn.
You know, Christina's IQ is 172. That's almost 60 points per throw.
Scott is a policeman by trade, and he serves up paper to go up a point. The cowgirl's been manhandling men all night, but has yet to play a Superman. A brilliant rock! Christina handcuffs a set against our super cop, who believes police should replace their guns with rock, paper, scissors.
I used to work 10 years ago in a police department. I'd pull people over. They'd have an arrestable offense. I'd play paper, scissors, rock. If they lose, they go to jail. They don't cry about it. If I lose, I let them go. I don't cry about it. It's pretty sick.
Well, if you didn't know who to root for before, that might help. But it's your call. High IQ versus bad tattoo.
Christina thrusts scissors to take the first set. Scott hides his head in shame as Christina picks his brain.
And the Mensa member covers the cop's rock.
Cop rock. Now that was a good show.
Christina needs one more point, but Scott slips paper to stay afloat. Christina's racking her brain. She's got a lot in there, and she defeats Superman with paper.
Christina is simply on a higher level tonight.
She's a mastermind with a cowgirl hat.
And we are down to our final 16 players, one of whom will win the $50,000 and the coveted USARPS League title. When we come back, all 16 of them will be throwing up on the main stage. It could get ugly, but it promises to be the most pressure-filled rock, paper, scissors known to mankind. Each throw bigger than the last, until we have one sole lone champion. And it will all happen right after this.
Tijeras. Scissors are sharp, slick, sexy, sometimes metal, or with big orange handles. Todo el mundo te dice que no corras con tijeras. What they fail to explain is how to quickly transport the scissors. Yo soy tijeras. Scissors, scissors.
The star will soon be born on that stage, there is no doubt. This is high-level rock, paper, scissors. And if you have a heart condition, I seriously suggest that you stop watching now. Roche, what should we be looking for from our 16 finalists?
Well, we still got a lot of top players in the competition. Now, you're going to see the players tighten up their game. They're dealing with the pros here, and endurance definitely will become a factor, Sal.
Now it's time for us to get to the action with our Super 16. Hall of Fame boxing ref Richard Steele will be presiding over these colossal final bouts. Take it away, Richard.
Thanks, Sal. This is clearly the highlight of my career. Let's have a clean game. It's time to throw down.
Leading off the Super 16 is Dave the Drill McGill against Chris the Claw Clemmer.
McGill has his Irish eyes on the prize, but falls behind with a weak rock.
The Tiger Woods of RPS. Dave's dressed in red, a la Tiger on Championship Sunday. McGill tees off with a strong rock. He's cool and composed as always, never hesitation in his game. McGill shoots scissors to take the set.
Oh, McGill violates an unwritten rule of RPS. Never celebrate after winning just one set.
Second set coming. Paper covers rock. McGill's got ice water in his veins. Kirchner, only blood.
Engage.
And McGill, the drill, crushes the claw with rock. The smooth Nebraskan is the first of our grade 8 finalists. We'll see him again soon. Up next, we've got some girl-on-girl action with Christina Red Rock Hartman versus Sandy Rabbit Patch Pinkham. Christina deals with animals on her Kansas farm. Now she's playing one.
Now that's irony. Sandy goes ahead with paper. Christina's been dominating men all night. How will she fare against a lady?
And a bunny. Sandy jumps out to the lead with scissors, and look at her snip.
One set. Yeah, one set, all right? Let's go to the second game.
We've got a lot of RP estrogen on display. Christina's down a set, and the bunny thumps her with rock. The cowgirl's on the ropes. This is why so many girls hate girls. And Rabbit Patch slays the genius of RPS, Christina Hartman.
A monumental upset. Give Rabbit Patch Pinkham credit. She earned it.
This was a hard moment for me, as I'm sure it was for you at home. As co-commissioner, I'm not supposed to pick favorites, but let's face it, we were all rooting for Christina, the Mensa member with an IQ of 172. I had high hopes for her. She was going to be the new face of rock, paper, scissors. All she had to do was win. I heard her opponent's IQ was 43. Rock, paper, scissors. Once again, the great equalizer.
Next up, Squid Kleinschmidt against Robert Fast Twitch Twitchell, and Twitch has something to prove.
Well, I was engaged for a while, and my fiance, we broke up, and now I'm just pretty much playing it as it goes, you know. I feel that competing in this tournament will help me heal with all the stuff I've been through in the last year and make it better. I would like to win. It'd be nice to come out ahead finally and, you know, take home 50 grand. It'd be great. Be good times.
Good times indeed. Twitch ready to throw down and mend his heart.
Engage.
It's got to be tough for him to hear engage before every throw. Maybe it motivates him. Maybe he's crying inside. I don't know.
First set's tied up. Justin can't bear to look. Twitchell is a man on a mission tonight, and he's out for blood. And he takes the first set effortlessly.
Lucky for him, it is easier to play without a wedding ring.
Next point to Twitch, and we've got to take another look at his form.
Everyone at home, take notes. Twitch is truly special. What concentration, what technique, what a nice haircut.
Squid Kleinschmidt is one throw away from elimination, and Twitch dumps him with scissors.
What an athlete. Take that, ex-fiancé.
Robert's got a new lady, and her name is Rock, Paper, Scissors. He's moving on. The grade 8 is set, joining Twitcher Jason Iron Fist Cardwell, Detroit's John Wildhand Albright, Isaac Rockin' Rolden, Idaho's James Runner the Milner, and Sonia the Animal Anderson from Wisconsin, who'll be representing Cheese in the grade 8.
A lot of players will try to get into the other guy's head, but be careful. You could find yourself in dangerous territory without a map or a compass or even a sharp stick with which to defend yourself. However, against a lesser player, you can go in with a sleeping bag and a tent and set up camp inside your opponent's head. As always, know who you're playing against.
Our first grade 8 match is between Dave McGill and Sandy Pinkham. The drill against Rabbit Patch. McGill's been training for this for years. Maybe that's why he's a 30-year-old college sophomore. He's up early on Rabbit Patch and slaps paper to take set 1.
McGill is so close to the Final Four. Sandy really needs to settle down here and focus in.
Engage.
Here comes the throw, and McGill punches rock.
He's in top form. His stance unwavering, his eyes beady, his shirt red, and Rabbit bounces back with a firm rock.
It looks like the momentum is starting to shift in Sandy's direction. McGill's lean is now even more pronounced.
And once again, Rabbit wins with rock to tie it up. She's clearly the crowd favorite. Will they move her to victory? Winner of this next set moves on. And McGill shoots with a cutthroat scissors. He's one throw from advancing.
This is where they run through all the previous throws in their head.
And Sandy pumps paper to bring this saga to match point.
That's 1-1, okay?
Sandy looks like she's going to pass out. McGill with the veteran poise.
She's got the rabbit foot. He's got the luck of the Irish. And scissors come perfectly, and he's moving on to the Final Four.
Engage.
He'll be joined by kitchen manager Jason Iron Fist Cardwell, courier John Albright, who delivered paper and a big goofy smile, and the rebounding Robert Fast Twitch Twitchell. One of them will win $50,000, and back at the Toyota Arena, one of these two players is about to win the Toyota Yaris. Jason and Lynn have been playing for hours, and it's all tied at 248. Lynn goes ahead with scissors. She can win it here, but Jason makes it match point. These players are exhausted. Scissors tie. Lynn can't even lift her hand. Tie again. Next point wins the car. Everything riding on this one throw. And with rock, Jason Morningwood has won a 2007 Toyota Yaris and a firm place in history.
Honk, honk. That's right. We have a winner of a new Toyota Yaris, and his name is Jason. Okay, we've given away a car, but that's just the beginning. One of those 4 undefeated, bona fide RPS superstars will soon be handed a big fat check for $50,000 and be crowned the USARPS League Champion. Who will win it all? We'll find out after this.
Cardwell, McGill, Albright, Twitchell. Already household names, but only one can become a champion tonight. Imagine the pressure these 4 are facing. Now, you all know what it's like to play this game for a slice of pizza. Imagine playing for $50,000. That's like 16,000 slices of pizza, or 12,000 if you like pepperoni. And with that in mind, let's watch the human drama unravel before our very eyes.
Leading off the Final Four is Dave the Drill McGill against Jason Iron Fist Cardwell. Winner of this match throws on to the title bout. Here comes the first pump. And scissors shred paper.
This is what these athletes have trained for. Only one will be the last hand standing. Cardwell battles back with rock.
Richard Steele must be having flashbacks of Reverend Hearns Hagler. McGill tears it up with scissors. He's only one set from the finals. He's seeing right through Cardwell's shades and deep into his mind. Maybe he picked up on a tell, and I don't mean Dave. There's a paper tie.
A true test of one's RPS skills is how they respond to a stalemate.
And McGill's rock puts the heat on the kitchen manager. It's match point for the drill.
Engage.
And with scissors, he serves up paper julienne. As Dave McGill is moving on to the finals, just one win away from the biggest prize in rock, paper, scissors history. And he'll be facing one of these guys. There's John Wild Hand Albright against Robert Fast Twitch Twitchell.
Twitch still looking for closure after his fiancée left him. Albright has been silent but deadly.
They're both single, so you know they've been practicing their pumps late at night. Who will advance to the finals?
Engage.
Twitchell takes the lead with those 2 fingers, one of them likely aimed at his ex-fiancée. Incredible focus, despite the ref taunting him with engage. And paper squelches rock. Twitchell takes set 1.
Albright is in a daze. Twitchell, the construction worker from St. Louis, is in complete control.
Engage.
And Twitchell continues his brilliant display.
He is just one hand gesture away from a spot in the championship match. But Albright fends him off with rock, and our statistician says that Twitchell has yet to throw rock this round. But Twitchell sticks with scissors, and this time he breaks Albright's heart to move on to the finals. We are seeing some world-class play tonight. Twitchell won't have problems with the ladies after this. He's just one win away from becoming a champion.
I'm sure you're marveling at the physical prowess and mental acumen of these players, as you should be. But I gotta tell you, I witnessed it in person and it was truly special. Like our head referee, Richard Steele, I've seen Ali Frazier, Hagler Hearns, Tyson Holyfield. Those were no matches for what is about to unfold. You'll soon be seeing a sporting showdown of epic proportions as one player will do this for $50,000 and a place in history.
From 257 players down to 2, it's Dave the Drill McGill against Robert Fast Twitch Twitchell. One of them will be handed $50,000. This is the ultimate throwdown. They're both 7-0 tonight, but only one will stay undefeated. Here we go.
Engage.
McGill opens with a sharp scissors to take the first lead.
Look at these titans stare each other down. I've never seen anything like it.
Engage.
Robert doesn't fold with a set tying paper. This is rock, paper, scissors for the ages. Robert's flawless stance against Dave's semi-lean. A curious spinal alignment for RPS, and McGill shoots rock to take the first set.
He is so close to RPS immortality, he can taste it, and it tastes good.
Looks like Twitchell is losing his cool. 50 grand on the line. This is history in the making.
Palms are sweating, hands are shaking, hyperbole intensifying.
Rock tie. The crowd's in awe. There's a rock win for Twitchell. What stones he just showed.
This is why Twitchell is so envied in RPS circles. He can even it up right here.
But turnabout is fair play. The drill wins with rock. Twitchell is shaken. McGill just one throw away from winning it all. What would you throw?
Big game.
Twitchell picks rock and sends this final match to a third and deciding set. This is remarkable.
The last 3 winning throws have all been rock. RPS is a game of patterns. Let's see what transpires.
Big game.
They both try their hand at paper. Very smart. And McGill recycles paper for the point.
Twitchell is clearly frustrated. He's just not used to such a formidable opponent.
Again, McGill is just one throw away from the title.
Big game.
History. Maybe his arm too. Truly, this is an American hero.
Oh, life is sweet, eh? Am I right?
I've moved beyond words. Roche, do you have any?
Well, as a former player, I can honestly say that this is the greatest moment in RPS history. Robert Twitchell's fast twitch muscle fibers and distracting horizontal pattern were no match for the power color red worn by Dave McGill, our new champion. Dave employed a very high-level strategy here. He didn't throw any paper throughout the first 2 bouts, but in the third and winning final bout, he threw nothing but paper. Sal, I'm feeling a little emotional here.
I have witnessed something that I never thought I would witness in my life. We're done here. Until next year, my friend. Dave, take us home.
And that concludes the USARPS League Championship. Another hand for our champion, Dave, and all our fine contestants tonight. Good night.
It's been a month now since the savage battle took place. Dave McGill called me last night. He's living in Barcelona in a high-rise with 2 Spanish girls. He's recognized everywhere he goes. He's no longer the Tiger Woods of rock, paper, scissors. Tiger Woods is now the Dave McGill of golf. I want to thank you all for coming along on this journey with us. But the real destination is our serious commitment to the sport of rock, paper, scissors. For that, we need you to get involved. So let's begin with another historic moment. The first ever pseudo-live interactive rock, paper, scissors game between Master Rochambeau and you, the American people. Prepare yourselves.
I'm going to play you a round of rock, paper, scissors through your television screen. Remember, throw on the count of 4. Ready? Row, sham, bow, shoot. If you threw paper, congratulations, young master. But I'm pretty sure you threw scissors, in which case that was a really great match. Remember my secrets, for you will never hear them again.